Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is February the 24th, 2018, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market snapshot, where we come in and give you all the news according to the charts. We are the only ones who are giving you the price prediction, price forecast of where we expect some of these cryptocurrencies to move in the next trading day. We're now looking at all the other news outlets, news media, all the other so-called important things that move the market, because if you haven't noticed already, the news is already on the charts. It's already forecasted in the charts of what's going to occur over the next couple of trading days. And you only can understand this by understanding the financial language of the market. So many of us have been brought up understanding various type of languages: English, Japanese, Iranian, Mexican, Spanish, all those different type of languages many of us know and understand. But one of the things that we do not know is the financial language of the markets. And that's what we offer here at HueFin News, the opportunity to show you all that it is a true language. And once you become knowledgeable in this language, you can also maintain profitability and gain confidence in the market to know what is actually occurring, so you can position yourself to profit quite well. And we only do this by looking at the price bars and the volume. You guys haven't noticed on our previous videos, we don't place any other indicators on our charts. Neither do we have some type of expensive software that we are trying to sell to you just to show you that we can be profitable in our trading, because you do not need those things. Before I get started in our analysis today, as many of you already know, anything that is mentioned on this channel and on this video for today is not to be considered investment advice, but rather we are giving you the interpretation of the price bars and the volume to forecast where prices are going to go on a daily basis. Okay, now understanding this language, you can broaden it out to a wider time frame, to months, to even years. And if you want to make it into a smaller time frames, you guys can definitely do that as well. That's how in-depth this language is once you understand it. So our analysis yesterday was for the market to continue to move lower. We were forecasting the market to find support, not to fall that far, but in some situations you guys can definitely see that the market is down almost 7%. But nevertheless, our analysis was for the market to continue to move lower, and we did that just today. The market cap as well is moving the opposite direction than what it was the last 5 trading days, where the market cap was increasing. Well, it's going the other direction now. $425 billion is still in the cryptocurrency space. Bitcoin dominance is maintaining or hovering around 38.4%. But as you look down on its website, it's down 5.04%, 24-hour percentage change. Ethereum as well is down 2 3/4%. Ripple is down 4.81. Bitcoin Cash 7.61. Cardano is down 6.09. Neo as well is 2.33% down. Stellar is down 7.01. IOTA 0.75%, EOS 4.31, DAS 6.29. So a lot of the cryptocurrencies for today's trading is trading in the negative, albeit Ethereum Classic is one of the other outliers in the market to where it is trading positive 3.56%. So I've been telling you guys the last couple of videos that starting Monday, okay, Monday, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section of the video to tell me which cryptocurrency you want me to analyze. It could be any one that you want me to do, and whichever cryptocurrency gets the most comments is going to be the cryptocurrency that I will be doing the following day. Okay, so keep that in mind starting Monday. I know we have been getting some comments of some of the people giving me their ideas now. We're not going to do it now. Make sure you place that comment on Monday's video. Okay, and then whichever one gets the most will be the cryptocurrency that I will be doing our analysis for, to determine whether or not the market is geared for higher prices, sideways trading action, or moving lower. Okay, So now let's go ahead and begin our analysis. Bitcoin is down 3.90%. Last trade was $9,609.80. Daily price bar for Bitcoin. Market started out early out moving higher, but definitely you can see that the interest in prices going higher was subsided, and now we are trading below the low of yesterday's bar. So we have a lot of weakness in the market for Bitcoin currently. One of the best things that we can hope for Bitcoin is for the market to start to trade sideways. Okay, buyers are on the market for today in Bitcoin because the bar currently is closed towards the middle of the bar. So we do acknowledge the fact that buyers are coming in right now. 3-hour bars for Bitcoin. Again, if this current 3-hour bar closes towards the high of the bar, we're looking for Bitcoin to continue to move higher. First resistance area is going to be $9,800. Okay, in or around $9,800 is where that resistance for Bitcoin is going to be. I told you all yesterday in our video that $9,600 was going to try to hold that support. You guys can see that the market did break $9,600, but we quickly recovered on the 3-hour bar back above $9,600. So again, $9,600 is support. If it breaks $9,600 for a second time, then expect Bitcoin to continue to move lower. Let's take a look at the 1-hour bar for Bitcoin. So even on the 1-hour bar, it's coming across resistance around $9,700, but the bar is awfully wide. It is a precursor of strength bar currently. We do have a couple more minutes on this current 1-hour bar, so we're not done yet. But it does seem as if the market's going to at least try to come back up to $9,700 or $9,800 in the short term. But we're not out the woods yet on a daily price bar, so keep that in mind. So the market can at least trade sideways. But given the fact that we are getting buyers in the market on this 3-hour bar, we're looking for Bitcoin to move higher in the short term. Like I said, $9,800 in around that price area is going to be resistance, the initial resistance area. But if we get precursors of strength around the $9,800 area, then expect Bitcoin to continue to move higher. But one of the caveats that I need to mention to you all is the fact that on the daily price bar, it is a precursor of weakness, so the market can still move lower. And ultimately, it might come all the way back down to $9,000 if this current daily bar closes with the low towards the low of the bar. So we're not completed yet. So of course, our analysis can change for these cryptocurrencies. So next on the list is going to be Ethereum. So Ethereum is down 1.57%. Last trade was $829.23. So let's take a look at the daily price bar for Ethereum. Market, just like with Bitcoin, started out higher in trading for today, but quickly lost interest in higher prices. And again, buyers are in the market for Ethereum right now, just like with Bitcoin. So that is a pretty good thing to see in Ethereum as well. Current 3-hour bar is giving us a push to go a bar. If the bar concludes with the close towards the high, then expect Ethereum to continue to move higher in price. It might just come up to 840, but given the wide spread and the light volume is telling us that the interest in lower prices is waning, and expectation is for the market to move higher, but that resistance is going to be in around $840 to $845. Okay, so we start getting precursors of weakness around those prices, 840 to 845, then the market can definitely move higher. So you got to keep your eyes out on the market once Ethereum gets to that price. But definitely the market is giving us more inclination of moving higher. So even on the 1-hour bar for Ethereum, we're looking at the market becoming more infused with a lot more buying coming in. Market is finally recovering somewhat from the precursor of weakness that we saw over the previous 1-hour bar. So the market looks to be moving higher back up to 840. That's our first area, but definitely can move higher than that, especially if this current 1-hour bar closes towards the high of the bar. Now let's go ahead and check out Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is down 7.31%. Last trade was $1,158.20. Daily price bar for Bitcoin Cash looked just like Ethereum and Bitcoin. So we have precursors of weakness on the daily price bar, but simply on the 3-hour bars, we might have precursors of strength. Okay. So even with Bitcoin Cash, we are noticing buyers coming in the market, but it might just come up to 1175 in the short term and then get induced with more stockpile and the market moves lower, because as I zoom out, you guys can see how that was holding as support, but then it broke. So now it's going to act as resistance as Bitcoin Cash try to come back up to 1175. So keep your eyes on that. Let's look at the 1-hour bars real quick. So even on the 1-hour bar for Bitcoin Cash, we got a push to go down bar. Precursors of weakness. Market did not respond to lower prices from that, so that's why the market quickly recovered. But that 1170, it looks like it's going to be another hurdle for Bitcoin Cash to overcome. So the market can definitely move up to that point, but from there it can move lower. So you have to watch the market for more precursors of strength in Bitcoin. So now let's go ahead and look at Ripple. So Ripple is down 4.27%. Last trade was 89 cents. Daily price bar for Ripple, again, same story. Precursor to weakness is being reflected, but the volume is lighter, so that is pretty good to see in Ripple. And over the last 3 trading days, the market has simply been consolidating. Let's look at the 3-hour bars. So just like with Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, we are getting the same type of picture in Ripple. If the current 3-hour bar closes towards a high, we're looking for Ripple to move higher. Might just come up to 92 cents because that has been acting as support. So now it's going to be resistance that Ripple will have to overcome in the short term. So we're expecting them to move higher, but not that high. Might just come up to 92 cents. So you have to watch the market as Ripple comes up to that point to get more precursors of strength in order for them to move higher. Okay. Or it might just come up to these highs here for Ripple, which is 90, almost 91 cents. The market can definitely come there and move lower. But currently the market looks quite, I'm not going to say strong, I want to use a different word, but it looks like it's ready to move higher, but we're not that excited or confident that it's going to move exceedingly high. Might just come up to 92 cents, like I said, because we're going to go through another period just like this in Ripple on this particular side of the chart. So that's what we're expecting. So now let's go ahead and look at Litecoin. Litecoin is down 1.59%. Last trade was $202.36. Daily price bar for Litecoin, again, we're getting precursors of weakness on the daily price bar. Stockpile came in the market yesterday. Litecoin was able to almost come up to $220, but soon got overwhelmed with a lot of stockpiles. So the market currently is giving us a precursors of weakness on the daily price chart. 3-hour bar for Litecoin, again, market is consolidating right now. $196 in or around that price has been support. Resistance is there around 204. So we're bouncing in between those two price areas. The market may actually break through that 204 just to come up to maybe 212 or even $208 in the short term. But definitely on the daily price chart, we're looking at precursors of weakness. 3-hour bars is giving us a precursors of strength. So the market in the short term is looking to move higher, especially on the 1-hour bar as well. Might just come up to 204, but then get induced with a lot more stockpile, and the market will resume prices lower. Okay, so keep your eyes on the market as these cryptocurrencies are moving higher in the short term. Now let's take a look at Dash. So Dash as well is down 5.25%. Last trade was $585.99. Daily price bar for Dash is giving us another precursors of weakness bar. Push to go down. Market is coming right here towards the lows of these bars. So that is imperative that Dash maintains that on this trading price bar today. Okay, because if it breaks past the lows of these bars, then we're looking for $500 in around that price to be the next low that Dash will come to. 3-hour bars. Again, just like with the rest of the other altcoins, we're getting a slight move higher in the short term for these cryptocurrencies. Might come up to 590 just like it did on these 3 bars. But then you guys can see that it lost interest in higher prices and the market moved lower. So we're not overly excited stating that the market is going to move higher for these cryptocurrencies. It might just come up to this prior area resistance and move lower. Okay. So you can make a quick profit on these particular cryptocurrencies as they move higher. But just like even on the 1-hour bar, market may just come up to 590 and resume prices lower once again. So we're just in consolidation right now for a lot of these altcoins. So now let's go ahead and look at Neo. So Neo is down 2.90%. Last trade was $114.07. Not a surprise. We got a precursor of the weakness bar being reflected in Neo. But one of the things I do like is the fact that the market is hovering right there around $110. This is the, let's see, almost the 6th time that Neo came and bounced on $110, which is imperative for them to continue to at least trade sideways. And that sideways trading action is $110 all the way up to $130. If it breaks $110, then next area support is going to be $100. Okay, in or around that price. So we're still looking good in the short term, or at least for right now, for Neo to at least continue to move higher. But we're trading right there around that area support, which is not good for a cryptocurrency in order for them to resume higher prices. 3-hour bars for Neo. Again, $110 has been acting as support, so we need that to continue in order for this cryptocurrency to move higher. Right now, it is obeying that as support. But once it breaks that $110, then all bets are off. Expect the market to continue to move higher. 3-hour bar, though, is giving us precursors of strength right now. So the market is definitely prone to be moving higher. It might just come up to 115, but it could definitely move higher than that. So now let's go ahead and look at Monero. So Monero is down 3.26%. Last trade was $265.89. Daily price bar for Monero is not a surprise. Looks just like the rest of the other altcoins we've done our analysis for today. Market is giving us a precursors of weakness bar. A lot of stockpile, non-interest in higher prices is being reflected today, but it's key for Monero to stay above $260. Okay, if it breaks $260, then the market can come all the way down to $240, even lower than that, just like what occurred here in the background. So as long as the market maintains $260 as support, we're good for the market to at least continue to consolidate. 3-hour bar for Monero, not a surprise. Saw this so many times on the other altcoins. Market is giving us precursors of strength today. I mean, on the 3-hour bar, but we are getting stockpile coming in right now. But the market looks poised to at least come up to $269, $270 in the short term. But then we might get more stockpile hitting this area of resistance and the market move lower from there. So now the last one for today is Cardano, daily price bar, precursors of weakness. Let's see what we have on the 3-hour bars. Again, precursors of weakness is being reflected. Might come all the way up to 31 cents in the short term, given the fact that we are getting a precursors of strength bar right now. On the 3-hour bar, we have 59 minutes though in order for this bar to be completed. So if it looks this way at completion, then expect the market to continue to move higher. But if we start to see more stockpile coming in on this bar, then expect the market to at least consolidate or even move lower. Okay. So that's all I have for today, February 24, 2018. Quick recap. Daily price bars are giving us precursors of weakness, so that we're not out the woods yet long term for the market to move lower. But on the shorter time frames, 3 hour, 1 hour bars, the market is giving us precursors of strength, so you can make a trade, a short-term trade, to grab quick profits until these cryptocurrencies get to that area of resistance. And in some of these instances, these cryptocurrencies were already close to those resistance areas. So obviously it might just be a good thing just to stay on the sidelines until you get a more profitable position. Okay. Which is what we're doing right now. Since the market is already so close trading to these resistance areas, just wait until we get another opportunity. So right now the market is just simply consolidating on these multiple time frames, 1 hour, 3 hour, and even on the daily price bar. Okay, so I think that is the phase that we're entering right now, consolidation for these cryptocurrencies. And over the next couple of trading days, we will be able to determine whether or not these cryptocurrencies will be moving higher or lower, albeit currently on these bars, even though they're not completed, the market is still giving us a precursor of weakness. So overall, the market may make another quick shot lower. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But if that bar changes from what we've seen today on this video, then our analysis changes as well. So that's all I have for today. Everyone stay profitable. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this channel because you're not getting this information anywhere else. Stay profitable, and I will talk to you all later.